month of April was a tough month for me. I pretty much broke even by the end of the month. All right. I fasted for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean to say I fed on 13 days out of 30. I fasted on 17 days out of the 30. So I didn't reach or hit my 80% target, but it was a tough month. It was a very tough month, mostly mental. Had a lot of fun this month though, a lot of hiking, a lot of mileage. I'm thinking of May 1st as well. See, I didn't even process that it was like a new month, because yesterday I just kind of woke up, I sprung up and I was like, let's get it, 20-mile day, let's do it, Ended up doing 24 miles, about 58,000 steps. I never really moved like that before. I don't think ever in my life. Even back in high school when I used to play football on 2-a-days, I don't think I moved like that. And I wanted to run the whole thing, but my body was breaking down. My right leg, only my right leg, everything else was straight. So that's how it went. For May, I just been kind of thinking like, it's not that I don't want to set targets or goals. I'm always going to set targets or goals, but my main focus is weighing myself every single day. I probably won't tell you guys my weight all the time and stuff like that, because the daily fluctuations or even the weekly fluctuations, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, right? At the end of the day, I just want to keep trending downwards and keep working on myself mentally. This is all a process. Do not expect that in one day everything's going to change. In 1 year everything's going to change. And now everything takes time, and it depends on the individual where they are mentally. In April I wanted to fast 80% of the days, and I kind of wanted to cycle it, right? That was after I tried to do a 29-day water fast and I broke down. The reason why I keep trying to do extended water fasting is that they really work for me when they do work. But what I've noticed is that once I see good weather, once I start to get active, that makes me hungry. That makes me need to eat sometimes want to eat. And then it's harder for me to do very extended fasting. I really do think that extended fasting works for me starting in the colder seasons up until I first get active. Even when I look back to last year, it was kind of the same situation. I started my fasting January 2nd last year. I ended around middle of June. During the middle of June, during April, I started getting active. During the middle of June, I couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't take it anymore because I started to get hypoglycemia for the first time. I didn't know what it was at that time. So I got kind of scared, shaken up. So it's possible that extended fasting is over for me for, I don't want to say the year, but for the warmer seasons, right? Now, so some people, 7 days is extended. I'm not saying it's not extended, but when I think of extended fasting, I'm thinking like 2 weeks or more for me personally, just because, I've done up to 65 days. So I could still do a fast for a week and things like that in May. I don't really know. But what I'm thinking about for May, and by the way, this is like what I thought about since yesterday. This could change like that, you know me. But what I'm thinking about is like either OMAD, and I don't really like OMAD because I tend to overeat, or Carnivore. I like Carnivore because I don't overeat. Why? Because eating just meat is quite boring. And I mean, I'm not saying I can't indulge. I can indulge, right? I could go to my favorite place, Chima's, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's just meat. If I do Carnivore, I can't imagine eating more than twice a day in a window. I just can't imagine doing more than that. My Carnivore will not be pure Carnivore though. It will not. I will use things like cilantro. I will use maybe a little bit of shallot, but I'll keep it light. I'm thinking cilantro, shallot, garlic. Maybe that's like my, yeah, I think that's probably what it'll be. Maybe some pepper. But if I use pepper, I'll use like cayenne pepper to season. So I know it's not true carnivore, but again, I'm not a purist, right? So this is what I'm thinking for May. April was a tough month, but at least I broke even and I learned a lot about myself, and I came to some conclusions as far as what I can do in the warmer seasons versus the colder seasons. You know, colder seasons, I'm very dormant because the weather isn't permitting. I'm not a treadmill guy. I don't like doing cardio in the gym, so I tend to be more dormant. When I'm dormant, it's easier to fast. When it's warm outside, I want to go out. When I go out, it's tough because I need to make sure my water's right, my electrolytes are right. You know, I need to make sure that my blood sugar is right, and stuff like that. So it's a lot more to maintain and manage. The real reason I like water fast is that it's easy. You just don't eat. You drink water. You replenish your electrolytes. It's quite simple, right? That's why I water fast. That's the true reason why I water fast. I don't water fast really for speed, although to me it's the speediest way to lose weight. But because you gain back so much of the weight when you do start feeding, because you tend to binge, I'm not gonna say it negates it, but it offsets it. It depends on the individual, right? It's been your boy, the American African, yo. That's my wrap up on April. We into May now. Start off May with a banger, 24 miles, 58,000 steps. I don't know what May looks like, but I've been thinking about carnivore. I don't even know what I'm gonna do today. I haven't ate today. Today I said I was gonna fast, but I don't know. So the first third of the spring is complete, right? About 33% complete, close to 40% really. It went by so fast, let me tell you. It went by too fast because the month of April was like bang. And usually a month only goes by fast for me if I'm fasting. But that was quick. I had many successes though in spring. It's just that they're not necessarily tied to the number on the scale. They're more so tied to lessons I've learned, mostly about cardio, lessons I've learned about food consumption and macros, and lessons I've learned time and time again, but I really have to put into practice now on measurements. You know, measurements of food, intake versus outtake, calories in, calories out, so important. And also measurement of your metabolic rates, very important, so that you can know how many calories you can consume based on your activity level. As far as failures go, my body just took a toll on me, but I put it through a lot of stress, you know, fair enough. I put it through a lot of stress. But I'm starting to have those I'm getting old moments, you know, like when I have like knee pain or, you know, just any sort of pain after doing. I mean, technically, I don't consider these exercises to be heavy because I'm thinking like if I was 160, I'd be killing it. But I guess they're heavy because, you know, for what I am now and what I've been, right? And as far as failures go, that number on the scale not moving, I mean, it moved, right? It went up, it went down, and then it came back to the middle. That's all in my control. So I consider it a failure. But again, you learn from your failure. So when I say it's a failure, I'm not saying I failed. Oh no, what am I going to do? I suck. Nah, not at all. It's just fuel to the fire. It fires me up. It makes me say, all right, man, we got to get this shit right. I mean, how many times are you going to do the same thing over? Things like that. It's all part of a process, a mental process. As far as doctor visit goes, I've been thinking about seeing my doctor, but this is so funny. All right, I feel like every time I go to a doctor when I'm making a lot of progress, they always say something to me that gets to me psychologically, and then it makes me change, you know, what I'm doing. So I kind of don't want to go to the doctor until I reach my target weight. Now, as far as maintaining my target weight, I don't know if I'll probably go before I start maintenance, but maybe like when I reach under 200, I'll go see my doctor. And me seeing my doctor is really just the monthly the annual physical. It's not really like for weight loss in particular, because I just don't feel like there's anything someone that has never been obese, morbidly obese, lost the weight and maintained it, can really tell me that I can really take in and really use, because I just think that this is one of those things where it's like you got to be in it to understand it, because it's a psychological thing. You know, it's not about how do I lose weight. It's not even about how do I maintain weight. We have the answers. It's about putting into practice. And how do you put into practice? It's controlling your mindset, controlling your mind, controlling your emotions, taking control, not being impulsive. You know? Mindfulness. Yeah, I had a week where I walked 70 miles. May 1st, which was yesterday actually, I did 24 miles in one day. And all that stuff did take its toll on my body, right? There was times when I had knee pain. There was times when I had ankle pain. I can't even call that my ankle. It was the front of my ankle. I don't know what part that is, but the front, like the flexor that connects the foot, but not on the side, on the front. Anyways, yeah. Knee pain, calf pain, hemorrhoids. Them hemorrhoids, man. I'm still kind of shook. I'm still kind of shook about here. I still haven't gotten on my bike, because every time I think about getting on my bike, I think about if them hemorrhoids are not healed completely, you're going to pay for it. But I know that my hemorrhoids are good now. I know they're gone. I want a bike. I've been thinking about it. I'm off the next 3 days, so it's very likely I'll be biking either tonight or tomorrow. Very likely. Okay. Yeah, on a positive note, another positive is that every day I feel good. Even if my body's sore, mentally I feel good. I can't think of the last day where I really felt beat up, other than when I was water fasting, extended water fasting. I feel good every day. Like every day I'm like, yeah, what are we going to do to conquer today, to cease today, to just have some fun today, to enjoy today. I've taken a week and a half off of work. I feel a lot of positive returns, mentally. I just feel so relaxed. Like if I want to, I can just open up my window, lay in my bed, look out the window, and just relax the whole day. I could do that. Spreading my refeeds. So I've thought about spreading my refeeds, okay, because I noticed that when I eat a lot of food at once, or I eat a lot of food on a lot of consecutive days, no matter if I did it in a 4-hour window or whatever, just a lot of food in general, I pay for it. Okay, I really do pay for it. So if I do an extended fast again during spring, my refeed is going to have to be very, very methodical, because honestly, I'm so tired of huge weight regains. I'm just tired of it. And I'm tired of it because I have control over it. Isn't it so crazy that after doing a 65-day water fast, I barely refed? But if I do a 6-day water fast, 7-day water fast, 4-day water fast, I have big refeeds. It's just weird. Okay. My energy levels are dope. They're always up. They're always up, up, up. I'm always happy. I shouldn't say I'm always happy. Most of the time I'm happy. I have control over my energy, mental, physical, spiritual. we're working on synchronizing them. We're working on the meditation aspect and things like that. But there's a lot of growth with my energy. A lot of growth there. As far as my weight loss goes, let's just say I broke even this last month. Let's just say this spring, I haven't lost any weight. I think that's the best way to say it. I haven't lost any weight in spring. But good news is I know how to lose weight when it stalls. I know how to break it. Like right now, if I want to drop 10 pounds this week, I know exactly how to do it. And I will not fail. I know if the diet's not working, what to do. If the fast is not working, what to do. I know. And in spring, there was a spout where I suffered from scatterbrain, you know. I suffered from loss of focus. I was having some mental issues with focus. And it was just that I was drained mentally. And food was what kind of gave it back to me, gave me some life back. I noticed that the more and more I eat over consecutive days, the more I get it back. But I'm still not all the way back. I feel like I'm focused again. But every now and then, I suffer from some scatterbrain. And as far as focus goes, I'm able to focus again, you know. I won't say I have laser focus like I've experienced before in life, but I'm able to focus again. I'll know when I regain my focus, when I'm able to sit down and study for like a certification for work or read a whole book, things like that. But it's coming back gradually, you know. Spring has been a success. Even though I haven't lost weight, it's been a success because, you know, I've gotten as far as I wanted to get. And I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a video where I said, man, if I can just lose 1 pound in April, I'll be good. I wish I never said that because that's exactly like what happened. My lowest in April was 211. At the end of April, I went back up to 232. Now, the reason why I'm not that mad or crazy about it is that when I did go down to 211, I did that in like 1 week. I think in like 1 week, I went down from like 225 to 211. And that's because I was hiking every day for 10 miles. Plus water fasting for most of that time. So they say easy come, easy go. Yeah. It be like that sometimes, you know. I've been thinking, right? I think this first week of May. So today's Sunday, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna try a carnivore diet. And I'm thinking just for 1 week. And the reason I only want to do it for 1 week is that once I stop water fasting, extended water fasting for a long period of time, it's very hard to get back into it. So I don't want to cut off the possibility of doing another extended water fast if somehow, some way, I garner some energy to do that. So I'm thinking carnivore diet for 1 week, and it's for weight loss, okay? Again, one of the reasons I like the carnivore diet is that I think it's a very non-addictive diet. It's really nothing on the diet that I could get addicted to, me personally. And I think the main thing I'll be eating is a lot of ground meats and eggs. Now, I do have a tendency to binge on eggs, so I have to watch myself if I do decide to even eat eggs on this diet. But it's likely. So I'm thinking eggs, you know, ground meats. They say that it's better to lean onto like, you know, like cattle, like beef, lamb, goat, things like that versus like poultry or pork. But I'm gonna do whatever I want. One of the reasons I want to try this diet is I want to see how much weight I'll lose in that 1 week, and I also want to see. I always wanted to try it, so it's like, why not? So I decided, why not? Let me give it a try. Let me see how I feel about it. Let me see if I like it. And if I like it, I'll just keep, I will start to process what it was, what it means. They say a carnivore diet is good for elimination dieting, right? I don't know what that means. I could Google it and probably learn it in 1 minute, but I kind of don't want to know what it means, As I begin the diet, then I will start to dive into the forums and learning it. That's just kind of the way I am in life. I'm a daredevil. I dive in head first. So tomorrow, I'll probably just go buy some meat. And that's what I love about the diets that I try and do, is that they're very simple. Carnivore diet, eat meat. That's it. Done. Water fasting, drink water. Replenish electrolytes. Done. You know what I mean? Keto diet is pretty simple too once you learn it. But I haven't been able to get back into the keto diet. I just haven't been able to. There's something about it. I think that part of the reason is that it kind of scares me that I'm not saying you can't do a long term, like for life. I'm not saying you can't. But I just feel like once I stop it, what is stopping the keto diet? Stopping the keto diet is pretty much reintroducing sugar into your life. That's the way I look at it anyway. And once I reintroduce sugar, slowly but surely, I start to binge on sugar. Speaking of that, one of the things that I've learned recently is that this Zevia drink, right? It has stevia in it. I consider stevia not to be addictive, even though it is for me. Only because I know that if I say I'm not buying anymore, I just won't buy anymore. Like I can cut it off like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I drink it, it's not like I don't have any routine around it. I kind of just grab a can and drink it when I feel like it. It's not like when I used to smoke, there was a whole routine behind it. Whether I was going for a long drive, turn on the music, smoke a cigar, or I was gonna lean back on my couch after eating a nice meal, put on some music, smoke a cigar. There was like a routine behind it. Even for like wine, for a lot of these things, ice cream, there's like a routine behind it, and then a lot of it deals with relaxation. You feel me? So yeah, I'm thinking carnivore diet started Monday, May 3rd until what? Monday, May 10th. That'd be 1 week. See how I feel. I like the ability to eat every day. Although me doing a carnivore diet does not necessarily mean I'll eat every day, but I like the ability to eat every day because then if I want to exercise, even do something like a 25-mile hike again, I can eat. There's no problem. There's no burden around it. It's not like, oh, I'm breaking a fast or I'm breaking a diet or anything. It's like I can eat. I should be able to get enough fuel to do whatever I need to do. Other than the blood glucose, hypoglycemia issues and stuff like that, I should be pretty good to go, It's not like when I'm doing total water fasting, how scared I am when I'm doing things. So yeah, it will be carnivore diet with some 3-day water fast mixed in there. I'm thinking at least 1 3-day water fast each week. I think that everything is going to be a flow, right? Depending on what I'm seeing on the scale, how I'm feeling, what activities are going to be in during that week. It's going to be a flow. I like to try and schedule things, even if I don't follow the schedule. I like to try and schedule things. The funniest thing is when I don't follow the schedule, I usually fail. I'll be honest with you. There's levels to failure though. Failure could just be my weight doesn't move at all. I don't lose as much weight as I wanted to lose. I don't feel like the effort I put into the weight loss and the numbers that I see as far as the numbers I lost, the pounds I lost, were worth it, things like that. But yeah, this is spring water fast cycling still. It's just that I'm gonna try carnivore diet at least for this first week, and we'll see how it goes. I'll tell you how I feel about it, if I like it. I think to really know a diet though, you got to try for like at least 2 weeks. So, you know, I know that there's different variations of the carnivore diet as I posted in some of these pictures here, but I can't say I'm going to do strict carnivore out the gate. I can't say it. But I am going to do pretty close to strict carnivore. Like, I'm not going to, I don't see me like eating like an avocado or anything. And let me tell you the reason. The reason is I have so much body fat, right? Over, what, 25%. I have so much body fat that I know I'm fat adapted and my body uses it based off the past, 5 months. So with all the body fat that I have, I don't really need the fat from the avocados and stuff. I'm gonna get it from the animal fats. But the one caveat is olive oil, right? Avocado oil, coconut oil, nut oil like macadamia nut oil. True carnivore diet, you only use animal fats. You know, you don't use oils. That would pose a big problem for me. I really use oils and butters. I haven't taken enough time to really plan it all out, and I want to start it tomorrow. So, and other than that, we'll see how it all goes. Stay tuned. It's your boy, The American African. Like, comment, subscribe.